Hey folks, Rich here at RC Informer once again. I got Steve on the camera. I'm back here. We've got the another windy day demo. So Steve, you want to get over to the windsock real fast, show everybody what it's like here. We'll come out on a better day to give you a smoother flight, but we just wanted to get at you. It was supposed to be 5 miles an hour today. It's not, so, but we're going to still try to get this out there and give you a flight. We haven't flown it yet, so first flight on the FMS version 2 1400 millimeter PITTS, folks. Really nice model. I gotta say, they've made tremendous improvements on this thing. Also with the Avanti version 3. We used to have to glue a lot of this plane together from FMS, the old white version with the orange and black trim. But this thing just screws together. So 4 wing screws on the top, 4 on the underside, 8 for the landing gear, 3 for the rudder, and it slides in. Be sure to check out the card here at the left and the links at the end and at the bottom, because I'll put a link to the unboxing video where I go into this stuff in really great great detail. And the prop and spinner, that thing just screws right on, and then there is one screw that goes back through here. I think I showed you that in the unboxing video, and that just links up your tail wheel to your rudder. And these wing struts, I'll show you how these come off. They just come off like that. I think you had to have to glue these earlier. I don't really remember the old one that much, but you can see nicely, it just goes right on. Steve, I don't know if you can get in on there. I'll try to, but all they do is they just slide back into place. And that's it. So if you need to disconnect this, disassemble this thing for transport, you actually can do it pretty easily. Everything unscrews. So there's no gluing that I know of. And then the only other thing I can think of, there are 3 screws to get the tail on, 2 through here and 1 through here, is you have your push rods that connect your lower and your upper ailerons. The servos are on your lower aileron and it transfers to the upper. And you guys can kind of see how that looks. I'll put it up at high rates so you can see the motion of the ailerons in full rates, elevator and rudder. So simple 4-channel airplane, folks. Aileron, elevator, rudder, and throttle, and that is it. I have a simple 4-channel receiver in there. And the other updated thing they put on here, it has a 50 amp speed controller, but the propeller on this baby is a 15.9, and I think it's the same motor on the de Havilland Beaver, and maybe I think it's the same one on the F7F Tiger Cat. So should be lots of speed and power and thrust with this thing. I'll flip it upside down real quick so you guys can sort of see the underside and how that looks. You've got your ball links all the way around. Everything's connected. Oh, one more thing I forgot. You have these 2 struts right here. Those just pop into place. I'm pretty sure they're just cosmetic. They just snap fit in, and you just have those 2 struts back there, and that's about it. You have your 2 rods in the back for your rudder and your elevator to link in place. And then down here, your landing gear, nice and robust. Again, they took 8 screws to put this on, 4 little ones here, and then a nut with a machine screw on both ends. But you got really tough, rugged landing gear on this thing. So I'll flip it around, open up the cockpit area here. Nice pilot, standard pilot in there. He's screwed down in. There's some cooling holes in here to get some air in there so we don't blister the canopy so much. And then Steve, if you want to get on in there, I think you can see that okay. You got the battery compartment area. It's got a nice sliding battery tray and tons of space. Look at all that space in there. I'll flip it around this way. Might be able to see in there a little better. But you can see my receiver right there. Simple 4-channel. Just got 1 antenna there, 1 on that side, if you can see it right there. And that's it, folks. You ready? We're gonna go fly here. Let's pop the canopy on. There's a very nice latch. I'll show you this thing. Look at this thing go on in place. Goes right on there, latches into position. Just super awesome. So the CG on this airplane, this is the first flight out, so me and Steve are experimenting this in heavy wind. So the CG I think they recommended was 155 to 160 or something, which came back to here. But with a 4,000 pack in there, and I have a Predator pack, it actually balances a little farther, like actually right about in here. So it's a good 10 or 20 millimeters ahead of where the book recommends to do it. And of course you could simply balance it just by holding it up. It's a little windy to do it. We did it over there where there was no wind. But the CG seems good there. It's a little farther forward than the book recommends, but we're gonna go with it because sometimes those book numbers are not quite right, you know what I mean? So you're better off having a little farther forward than too far aft. So control throws, you see our ailerons moving here. That's full rate at 125. I got 170. So the 70 low rate's probably all we're gonna need. Same thing on the elevator. That's your high rate I have in there. I'll probably go mid on that, and then low is at 70%. So 125, 170 all the way around. Rudder's just full travel. I went into the travel adjustment and gave it all the rudder that I could possibly give it. So let's power up, get our safety off. We'll do a quick run up. Here we go, Steve. All right, that sounds awesome. I hit the throttle kill. I just want to check my prop, make sure it's on there tight, because it seemed like it was a little bit of a slick fit when I put it on, but I think we're good to go. Activate my telemetry. All right, Steve, we'll flip that, flip our audio switch, and let's look at what we got going on here. We got 25 volts, we've used 82 while I was talking too much. You ready to go?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Throttle's active now. Let's go with right aileron here, left aileron. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go mid rates on everything just to start out. Right, left, up, down, left, right. Okay, let's go. Ground handling's nice. They need to cut the grass here. It's too darn long, but this airplane will handle it nice, obviously. Yep, it steers well. Take it off! Oh, easy, easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like it already, Steve. I'm gonna go to low rate on everything because it's got lots of roll control. Let me see if we can get it trimmed up here. I'm just about half throttle now. I'm not even really hammered on it that hard. Let's see, I gotta trim it back a little bit. That might explain that CG a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little better. Let's see if I can bring it on back. The wind is gonna manhandle this thing, folks, because it's got two wings and it's windy, so it's gonna really throw it around, so. Yeehaw!
Barnstormer.
Yeah. I might get in trouble with this one, Steve, for sure. Let's bring it by slow. Let's bring it by kind of just gradual and get a kind of feel for it. But I think the CG is good on it. Yeah, the wind is pushing us big time, baby. I think it needs right aileron trim. Let me get that right trim in there. Yeah, there we go. Tell you what, I'm going to go back to a mid aileron rate because I think I like it better there. Yeah, let's come back this way. When it's windy like this, folks, it's hard to do a first time demo because you don't really know if the plane's out of trim or if the wind is messing with you. Or looks like it flies nice though for a windy day. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, shoot. Let's go vertical with it. Let's see what it does straight up. I'm just powering it straight up, putting a lot of right rudder in. And it's going up there. It's doing like a 3D kind of thing to it, though. Let's see. Nice. Wow. Awesome airplane. All right, let's bring it back here. Get some steep turns out front, Steve. I'll bring it in. Well, like I said, guys, we'll come out on a smoother day. And we'll put it through its paces when we have some smoother air. It's hard to really demo it on a super windy day, but at least you can know that it'll fly in a windy day.
Pretty stable too.
Yeah, it is. Wow, look at it. Oh, look at it push over. Holy smokes. Fantastic. Here, let me I'm gonna do a landing out front with it here, Steve. Let me get it on the ground here. Get it all. Feel that crosswind getting to me there a little bit. A little bouncy. It's wanting to fly again. Here, let's take a look at my, can you see that okay? Can you focus on the telemetry?
Yep. Yeah.
I've used 953 out of a 4,000, so I'll give you an idea. It's very efficient, that's for sure. In fact, we'll have to look at what the max amp draw is and see what it is at full throttle. Let's take off with it here. Take it off! Yeah, very stable. Wow, real impressive. Wow, nice roll rate. I'm using that 100% travel, and it's super nice. Wow, look, whoa, powering up. Wind got me there a little bit. Let's see if we get it upside down. Wow. I tell you what, it's got some serious pitch authority inverted. Wow, look at that. Holy smokes. Look at that. Wow. I mean, I really don't have to push on the stick too much. It's just got great inverted authority. Wow. Pitch it up, go around. It's getting a little cloudy. Bring it on down here again. I'll get a low down here for the camera, Steve. Power's coming in. Yeah, that wind has got me. It's a right crosswind here, folks. Yeah, I'm impressed with it. I got to get it out on a calm day, though, to really feel what it's going to do. Wow. Let's see if I can knife it here. I remember this thing did a good knife. Yeah, not my best, but now I'm going to have to practice that when it's not so windy. Let's try it again. Let's try it up high this time. Oh, wow. You need to really put some, yeah. You need to put some right stick in to do that. It's pitching out on me a bit. All right, let me come back with it. Can you get me on? Are you on me out there? I'm way, way out there. It'll go straight up. Wow, just awesome. I think I almost hit that bird. You okay, Steve?
I'm good.
Good. It's a neck bender, guys, sometimes doing this stuff. Wow, look at that. Nice. Yeah, it does inverted pretty cool. Look at that thing. Holy smokes. All right, opposite direction pass, Steve. Here we go.
Okay.
Coming by fast. There we go. Tailwind pass. Yeah, baby. Yeehaw. Yeah, I like this, Steve. It's really good. It feels a little rubbery because it is a foam airplane. It's a biplane, so it's got a lot of wing, and you can feel the flexing a little bit. But a lot of that is definitely the wind too. So, touch down there, touch and go. You got to get it slow to land it. It'll bounce around on you. Yeah, let me bring it around and land it here. See what the telemetry's telling us. Yeah, a little bouncy there. Let's see what we got in there. 2,000. So that's half, a little more than halfway through the pack, but I can still go for another. You okay to film a little more, Steve?
Yeah.
You good? All right, here, let's go. Let's go a little more. Yeah, I like this. I just, like I said, I got to get it into some smooth air to really feel what it's going to do. But for, what is this thing? This, I guess, $279. You guys can get this at FMSmodel.com or Horizon Hobby. What a deal for this plane. Holy mackerel. Let's take it up. Be a barnstormer with this thing. I definitely like this color better than the old one. Here, I'll get it a little farther out there, Steve. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can tumble it around a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna break it today on the first flight. Oh, I like it, Steve. It's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Nice for a biplane.
Yeah.
I remember the old one being a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little squirrely, but this one is not, especially in this darn wind. And you can see the windsock out there I'm flying past. Trying not to hit it. Really nice model. Wow. Let me come by the windsock. I'll come right back at you, Steve, here. Fast pass again. Wow, just nice. But I can't tell you what, I can tell though, because of the two wings on this thing and the big old fuselage, the wind is really kind of having its way with it. It is throwing it around quite a bit, so. But that's kind of expected with this kind of wind. All right, let me try to do a decent landing with it here. We got plenty of battery left. But you got to really get it to a crawl. It seems like if you land it too hot, it's going to bounce a lot on you, so. There we go. Still a little bouncy. Let's do that again. I got to redeem myself, Steve. This is, I can tell this is a hard one to land smoothly. because it floats in, it wants to get really, really slow, and then it's got some springy, bouncy landing gear. I'll try not to land it right in front of you this time, Steve. So. See, even then, it starts to oscillate and bounce, but it's still nice. What are we at? We're at 2,800. Let me go around one more time here. See if we can muscle this right in. I tell you what, this will be a fun plane to really just do touch and goes and landings with and stuff. Yeah, I'll take that. That's good enough. Close enough for government work. But super awesome, folks. Check this thing out. This is, again, the V2 FMS. I'll turn my throttle kill off. FMS PITTS. You can get an idea. Look at the size of this darn thing. Look at this thing. Look how big this thing is. So it really grows up when you get it together. One thing I'm going to show you in here, Steve, if you want to get in on the back of the battery tray, go ahead and get back there. We'll talk about this a little bit. You can see I got my telemetry module Velcroed in here. I've got the other one plugged into here. And then here's your battery tray right here. FMS has been making these for years. But this baby slides right out. You can see I got a 4000 Predator. And even on this thing, like I'm doing with a lot of my planes, like I've always done really, is I'm just putting double-sided, just putting shelf liner. Put double-sided Scotch tape along your shelf liner, put it on there, just cut out the holes because you really don't need them, but you can do it however you'd like. And then you can see nicely that this goes right in. So this plane will easily take a 5,000 even or more. You can go 33 or 37. And you can see it won't slide at all with that shelf liner. You just buy it in bulk at Amazon or at the hardware store or something, and you can see how nice it just goes in nice and flat. Make sure you lock it in, just like I talked about in the unboxing video. Make sure you lock that thing in place so it doesn't slide around. If that thing slides back when you're flying, your CG is going to go back, and you're going to be probably lucky to land it. It could be out of control on you. So anyway, guys, check out the links below. Check out the unboxing video we got of this thing. Check it out at fmsmodel.com. Horizon Hobby has it as well. And that's it. Steve, you got anything?
Show them the best way to carry it.
Oh yeah, the best way to carry it for safety. I realized this walking out, I didn't hurt myself or anything because I had my throttle kill on. But carry it like this. When you walk out with it, carry it like this. It's like the greatest place. You're holding it right on the CG, props out of the way. You can hold your radio and your throttle, and it's just the best way I've found to carry this because it's big, it's bulky, and that is just the easiest way. You don't have to put your hand under it. You can stay away from the propeller, so it's pretty awesome. So thank you, Steve. Excellent safety tip from Safety Officer Steve there. So anyway, guys, check it out again. Thanks for watching, Steve. Thanks for filming. Thanks for watching RC Informer, guys. And as always, we'll see you next time.